Good morning, another day, another blessing, you know what it is. Yeah, man, I don't know what it was, but physically I just felt so weak this morning. Just weak, man. And it's not really, I don't know whether it's the events of yesterday, like having to deal with so many issues, from the leak to dealing with my car, to the heat. How can I forget the heat? It's actually hot here in London, which is mad, because the weather here is rubbish usually, but this is some proper heat. Apparently it's going to be 34 degrees on Saturday. I'm playing football on Saturday, so I don't know if that was a good idea, but yeah, it's been a really hot period, but I'm loving it. I think you got to embrace it and enjoy it while it's here, because it ain't going to be here forever, that's for sure. But this summer's feeling quite decent over the last couple of days. So all of those things, I think they just came together and just whacked, man. Just knackered. So yeah, I laid in for quite a bit this morning, but up now. How do I feel today? I feel all right. I feel neutral. I feel pretty neutral today. I know that there are things that I need to sort out, things I still need to get done, admin things I need to get done, decisions I have to make. But in this moment, I feel all right. I feel pretty measured. For the first time since I've been self-employed, the first time since, first time since being self-employed, I think, I've actually turned down work. I was offered work on Friday, and that's a tough thing having to figure out once you are self-employed, because my impulse, as soon as I knew that I didn't have that monthly check coming in, my impulse immediately was to be like, I'm gonna say yes to everything. As soon as I get offered anything, I'm like, yes, I'll do it. Yes, I'll do it. Put it in the diary. I'm not even checking really to see if there's any life things happening around the events I'm being offered. I'm just literally saying, yes, anything life-based, I'll figure that out in due course. But yes, I'm doing the event. And consciously, I thought to myself, this Friday, I want to have this Friday. Like, I want this Friday. I want to, there's a weekend festival, comedy festival called Big Belly Fest. And two of my friends are performing on the same day, at different times, but in the same venue. And I want to be there. Like, I made the conscious decision where I was like, on Friday, that's going to be the day where I let my hair down a bit. I'm going to go and watch these comedy shows. I'm going to allow myself to have a couple of beers. That's what I'm doing. And I got offered some work on Friday. And I was like, you know what? I'm sorry, I'm not free. And it was the first time that I'd done that. Now, with the bills that I've had recently and the expenses I've had recently, mentally, my first impulse was to be like, no, I'll do it. I need to start recouping money again. But so interesting. I started listening to this bit of audio from a lady, I think her name is Marianne Williamson. And it was talking about making it happen and allowing it to happen. And I haven't listened to all of it, so I'm not going to really speak on it just yet. But just that idea of when you have to take action and make things happen, and when you actually should allow things to happen, you know, and not fight against the tide, not feel like it's an uphill battle, but allow things to come into your life. How that relates to Friday, in the sense of being offered work or choosing myself and a bit of R&R, you know. I'm not sure there's a direct correlation, but the way I look at it is kind of like, if I choose to do the work, I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to make this money. I'm trying to make money happen. I could go to these comedy shows and network. I could meet somebody who opens up another door, another opportunity. That can happen. That's not my intention. It's not what I'm going there for. But I'm putting myself in the space of where I actually want to be in terms of my career. And when you are doing that, then anything can happen that can open another door for you. So I have to just kind of change my mindset and remember, look, I've got money coming in. There are still opportunities out there for me. And if I take this day off, then that's still a win. It might not be a monetary win, but it's a win for me. It's a win for my well-being. It's a win for me resetting. It's a win for me taking control of my life in that moment. And also, that's the benefit of being self-employed, right? There's a consequence to everything. There's a consequence to any decision that you make. But in being self-employed, I don't have to check with a manager and say, hey, can I get Friday off? Or, try and swap a shift. I get to just say I'm doing this on Friday and I get to do it. What's the consequence? I ain't got no money for it. Excuse me. What's the consequence? I'm not getting any money. I don't have that financial security and stability of a set amount of money coming in. Like, those are the consequences. But life is literally time versus money. Throughout your whole adult life, it feels like that's what it becomes. It's just time versus money. Which one do you want more? Which one do you need more? Right now, I need time. Right now, I need time. And I'm prioritizing time over money. And whether that's going to pay off in the long term, I don't know. But in this moment, I'm prioritizing time over money. So that's my Friday. And as for today, hey, got no gigs this evening. I really would love to take my girlfriend somewhere, because when we do spend time together, we end up just going for walks along the river, which sounds lovely, and it really is. And as long as we're spending time together, that's what really matters. But it would be nice to do something. And London is full of things to do, but I don't know what to do. So I've put a call out on Instagram asking for suggestions. I've reached out to a few friends who might have been somewhere or know something. We'll see what happens. But before that, morning routine. You know what it is by now. I'm about to drink all of this liquid. And then I'm going to get to the gym. It's going to be I was going to say final workout of the week, but I don't know. I might wake up on Friday and feel like I want to go and do some cardio. So we'll see. But head to the gym and then come back, do some admin, and then plan for the evening. Pretty straightforward day. So see you in the gym.
It's busy in here today because I'm coming here a bit later, so it's about 12:30. So we got that midday rush at the moment. But yeah, where I wanted to start today isn't available. I wanted to kick off with Smith machine, and it's always the way that, like, when you come to the gym, you want to kick off on one particular machine. It's not available, so you start on another machine, and as soon as you start on that other machine, the machine becomes available. It's like Sod's law, but it's all good. We do what we do. I'm not too fussed about the order in which I do things, as long as it gets done, to be honest with you. It's taken me 5 minutes to do this second set because I've just been getting phone call after phone call. That's why sometimes when you come to the gym, you might as well just put your phone on airplane mode, man, if you don't want to be disturbed. But You never know what could happen. My sister calling me, my mum calling me. So much so that my Apple Watch was like, yo, do you want to continue this workout? Like, of course I want to continue this workout, man. Don't be rude. Hold on 1 second. Are these weights becoming available? They are. Hold on, let me get them. That's it, 40s. You know, you look across at someone else in the gym, you're like, wow, my guy's lifting 10 kilos heavier than me, man. I gotta step it up. Yeah. So once again, I've just finished on bench, dumbbell chest press, and both Smith machines were being used, so I couldn't use the Smith. So I've come over to this machine instead to do my shoulder press. And as soon as I started here, the Smith machines become available. But I've committed to doing them here, so I'm doing them here. 2 more sets to bang out here. And then yesterday, my mum was talking to me about love, and we were having a discussion about whether or not I feel as though whether I feel like I require love. It was quite a deep discussion, and then I was interrupted by the plumber. So we never got to actually finish that discussion. So she was calling me back to say, like, let's remember to pick up where we left off. And I actually felt a little bit guilty about locking off the phone and ending the conversation to get back to my workout, because there's a part of me that feels like that discussion that we were going to have would have been a deep and meaningful discussion. And she wanted to talk to me a little bit about my dad in relation to these things. And if I never get to have that conversation with her, I'm going to regret it. And I feel like that conversation is worth more than these reps. But man is all about the gains. No, but I do feel like that conversation is worth more than the workout. But that's why I'm saying you should put your phone on airplane mode. Because truth be told, I feel like it's better not to have those distractions, because now that's going to be playing on my mind. Yeah. Yeah, man. Feeling it. All right. That's my session done. I finished off with some dips, triceps, biceps, but didn't do any video because there were a couple of people around the machine, and I don't like people feeling like self-conscious when I'm filming around them, so I try and be mindful of that. But you know what time it is. Time for a bit of cardio, and then we are done for the day. Okay, so I received a number of suggestions from people, and some of them were really good, like some really thoughtful suggestions,
Some of them were not very creative, but nevertheless, I appreciate those of you who got back to me. And we have decided, a decision has been made. I suggested we go to Greenwich Park. There's a lovely hill in Greenwich Park, lovely skyline of London, and the sunsets there are quite nice. Primrose Hill was also suggested to me, but didn't really fancy going all the way up north. So going to Greenwich Park, I'm gonna meet her there. Gonna get a little picnic going. I got some frisbee, I got some catching games. I had to rush out the house, so I forgot the chess set, unfortunately. Forgot the chess set. Forgot my portable charger, which is quite annoying also because my battery is not looking very good. But I have what I have, and we're gonna make of the evening what we will. Should hopefully be set up in Greenwich Park by 6:45. And the idea is that we can chill there for a couple of hours, and if we fancy it, then we can pop over to up the creek and watch a little bit of comedy also. So that should be quite nice. Could be a nice chilled afternoon of catching up and playing a few games in the park, finished off with some comedy at Beat the Blackout. So that's the plan for the evening, and I am just driving there now. Thankfully I got the car with no squeak and the aircon is on. So here's to a lovely afternoon into the evening. I'm not sure if I'll be doing any more vlogging for the rest of today because my battery is very low on the phone. So I'm gonna call it here, try and get a few images from the park, but yeah, that's the afternoon.
So we found a nice spot in Greenwich Park, had a few beers, lovely picnic, and just watched the sun go down. It was really nice. Greenwich Park is a lovely park. And then we did pop over to UTC and watch the blackout, and that concluded the evening.